Is it actually a thing?
It is actually.
Tell me about the thing.
It's a love for lime green.
Okay.
And really, at the end of the day,
Also
it's
in the
my
shirt.
marketing strategy. So when you go out there in the universe and you think about lime green, you will now think about Jesie and the Up North Lodge and the sleigh rides.
Oh, the sleigh rides.
Sleigh rides. Even my horses have lime green jingle bells and lime green blankets.
I did not know that.
Yep. Now it's a thing.
Pin that. Hold that for a second. Because I want to make sure to not miss this. I don't even know if Mark knows this. You haven't done our events, right?
No.
Okay. However, you hold a very special place in 906 Trilogy Events lore because you were the original unicorn rider.
The original.
The
Absolutely.
OG. Did you know that?
I think you may have brought it up just recently, but
There was a guy that posted this crazy thing on Facebook looking for a unicorn. And I had crossed this crazy guy's path a really long time ago when he wanted to race fat tire bikes up the ski hill. And I thought, that is my kind of guy, the one that thinks like way outside the box. And I'm like, I got a unicorn. White, corn, unicorn, all of the things. And I said, what you after? And he told me, and I'm like, I'm there. So that was definitely an epic year that I got to start both of those races.
Yeah.
I came over for the 100-mile race, and then I loaded up and brought my unicorn to the ski hill.
Yep. Yeah, that was... We did a unicorn, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, but no year was ever at the same level as the first year.
No, absolutely.
Like, as we were partying the crowd to walk you, toward the start area, just the shock of,
I remember.
There's a fucking horse.
Right.
Wait, it's a unicorn.
Unicorn. Yeah. It was absolutely one of those ones that I was like, yes.
Yeah. And that idea was literally like 5 or 7 days before the race.
Yep. I remember the post.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a unicorn. I'm like, of course he is, right? Because why wouldn't he be looking for a unicorn?
Yeah. The comments on that post were pretty funny. I should try to go back and find it.
You should. That was a great one.
So you were at the ski hill. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember all those years ago when you started doing the party.
Yeah.
We did all of those things. You're like, well, what if we race those bikes up the ski hill? And I'm like, sure. Go with it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Your energy and your passion for any of that kind of stuff was just something that you like attached people to. And it's, to be honest with you, super cool to have continued to watch all of that and see how far you've gone and progressed with it.
No, that's cool. Thanks. I mean, you were and continue to be part of it, whether through active participation or just observation, or here you are today, so you're obviously still participating, right?
Right.
But yeah, the ski hill thing was cool because kind of a stupid idea to race the ski hill, right? And you were like, yeah, sure, all in.
Yep.
Most of the time it's, well, let's have a conversation about liability.
No, I'm like, go for it. Yeah.
I think working with us, one advantage you have is like, we are pretty good communicators with people who sign up for our stuff. When we were first starting, you'd have people kind of stumble in to the events who weren't really aware of what was up and how we rolled, and they kind of had their eyes open up big. But now, 10, 11 years into it.
The crazier, the better.
Yeah.
And if you didn't do something crazy, they would be like,
exactly.
God's sick today?
Exactly.
What's going on?
Oh, and
right?
Every time that there's like a hint of something not being absolutely ridiculous, everybody's like, oh, he's getting soft.
Yep.
He's getting old. It's hilarious. Okay, go back to the sled rides.
Yeah, sleigh rides.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I don't know much about it. I just know you do it.
Sure. So a long time ago, my mom and dad used to own a place that was called the Red Horse Ranch. That was on a small lake in Gwinn.
Did that burn?
It did. We sold it. It had sold twice, actually. The new owners had changed the name to the Up North Lodge.
Yep.
It burnt down. They rebuilt. But way back when my mom and dad owned it, we did sleigh rides back then. And you talked a little bit about the liability. Well, way back then, it was load 30 people on a flatbed trailer with hay on it, and didn't matter, grab your 6-pack of beer kind of thing, and fall off the sleigh and run after the sleigh and all the things. Well, when I left the ski hill, I went back to the Up North Lodge and started managing, and called my dad one day fully knowing we didn't have horses, but we still had all of this stuff, and we got back into it. So we were able to bring the sleigh rides back to the Up North Lodge, and it's really actually grown to be quite the family Christmas party, all of the different things addition to the restaurant.
When do they happen?
During the holiday period, which I consider the middle of December to January 1st,
Okay.
we do every day. My dad retired from his job, and that gives me the ability to go all the time, anytime. After that, we do it on the weekends. So Friday nights, all day Saturdays, and all day Sundays.
How long is the ride?
Takes about 30 to 45 minutes. Depends on how the horses. Early in the day, it takes a little less, but by the end of the day, they're tired. We start them at noon, and like this weekend, our last one will go out at 10.
I remember when the Red Horse burned down.
Yeah.
Because I was working with Cisco.
Okay. So
And,
see, that's crazy.
Yeah, we were connected to that was an account of ours, and I was a
Yep.
driver at that time.
Okay.
So I remember when that happened.
Yep.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I remember being in the building.
Yep.
It was a cool place.
It was a very cool place.
It was a very cool place.
Yeah.
Was it on the lake?
It was.
Yeah.
That little Mitchell Bay.
Yeah.
So as things have progressed, and now I've gone full circle in life, right? Like I started there and now I've ended there. I 3 years ago bought shares in it, so I'm part owner and
In the Up North.
in the Up North.
Okay, I was going to ask you that. I wasn't
Yep.
sure if you were part owner or what the relationship was.
Yep, definitely. I wanted the wedding and event center because I had started doing those at the ski hill and really
Yeah.
loved that part of the niche of it all. So in order for them to build me my event center, they got me to buy in so that I wouldn't get bored and move on. I don't really sit
that's
still
smart.
well, right? So we did that. I bought in, we built the wedding and event center, and now we've kind of added that last piece with those 4 cabins that we have sitting on the backside of the property, which is really cool and really exciting. Kind of makes it more of a total destination.
Yeah. It to me, it's always felt like a destination.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a cool spot.
Yep.
How many owners are there?
There are 7 of us.
Okay. I knew that there were multiple. Has it always been kind of around that number through the years, or is it ebbed and flowed?
7 to 9. There are 2 that we have bought out.
Okay.
They've kind of gone off and gotten to be with their families in Lower Michigan, and they're really excited about that. But
Yeah, good.
yeah, 7's a good number.
Being a business owner running a restaurant, as you know,
That's a tough gig.
that is doing hard things.
Big, yeah. Yep, it is. But I really love and thrive in the chaos of it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good for my crazy brain.
That's a really good way to characterize it, because in
Yeah.
the restaurant business or in hospitality in general, I think you need to kind of thrive on chaos.
Mm-hmm,
Like that's got to be what gets you up in the morning,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because it's full of it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then you have that, right? You have the restaurant piece of it, and you're keeping all of that going, and then you add a 300-person wedding
Yeah.
in the event center all at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's definitely one of those. Make sure you have a good team, because this could go wrong real quick.
It's a pretty smart addition to get that event center out there.
Yeah.
Because it really complements the restaurant itself well.
Yes. It's been a huge undertaking, but at the end of the day, such a thankful job and addition.
Yeah.
From weddings to Christmas parties, baby showers, you name it.
I could see that.
Really can do just about anything in that building.
Do you think the area being, let's say, Marquette County, are we getting closer to having enough event facilities, or is it still lacking?
No, it's definitely still lacking.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yep. I'm booking weddings into 2027
Mm-hmm.
because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with all the development and everything that's going on around here, why are there not adequate event locations?
Well, because it's a big undertaking, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not only the facility and the infrastructure, but making sure that you have a good enough, big enough team to take it on.
Yeah, well, that's always a big struggle too, is just
Right.
staffing
Correct.
and keeping experienced staffing around.
Right.
Yeah, that does a good job.
Yep.
Who's coming out to the sleigh rides? Is it locals? Is it visitors? Everybody?
I've got them coming from all over the UP. All over. They'll drive up from the Sioux. I've got them driving from Ontonagon. They're coming from everywhere. It's really cool.
How are you promoting it?
I use a lot of Facebook.
Okay.
That really Facebook is pretty much it.
Are you cross posting to Instagram?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so those two.
Yep.
Is that what you're doing, or is it, what was that company you said you worked with?
No, I'm working with Buzz Marketing, and they're
Yeah.
definitely helping me a lot with
Okay.
that.
So there's a social marketing strategy
Yes.
involved here.
Yeah. Yep. I have done social media without them before, and I have done really well.
Yeah.
But they've definitely taken me to that next level.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty active, just personally, right?
Extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to be. Mm-hmm. You know, if you want to stay front of mind,
Right.
you just got to keep posting,
Yep.
sharing what's up.
Yep.
So what is up down in the Gwinn sector?
Oh my gosh, we have so much happening.
It seems like there's a lot going down there.
There is.
A lot going on.
Yeah. We are doing things like the rodeo. We do during the winter, we do the ice races where we have built this big oval track and we race dirt bikes and four-wheelers on it.
Where's that at?
Right in the middle of Gwinn behind the ball fields.
Okay.
During the summer, like I said, we do the rodeo, we do the alumni tournaments. Last fall, we added a bluegrass, Bigfoot and bluegrass event,
that's
which
cool.
was pretty fun. They added the backyard ultra. Have you heard about that yet?
Yeah, I talked to
thought
Bill
that
and
was
the guys.
Totally
Gary.
like a Todd thing in my brain. Like only Todd would come up with something like this.
Was that run by Forsyth Forward?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Are you on that? Are you part of that group?
I am.
Okay, I figured. I figured.
Yeah, which has really grown its own set of legs, and it's doing great things too.
Yeah.
Being that piece of economic development and marketing and travel all in one piece. And it took off bigger than we anticipated, which is great.
Took off in what way? Like with local support or?
Local support and even Marquette County support. I mean, I've gone to a couple different meetings. Like last week, went to the Travel Marquette meeting.
Yeah.
And 2, if not 3 times, Foresight Forward's name was on the meeting board, right? Like, so it's being recognized.
Yeah, that's good. Do you feel like at times Gwinn hasn't been recognized?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is why it was so important to me to make sure that group got going, and people were recognizing that we are still out there.
Yeah.
We are a destination. It is a cool place to visit, and we do have all of the same things that anywhere in Marquette County does. And I would like to say maybe even a little more with the rodeo or the ice races or any of that kind of stuff. We have it, but we're just off the beaten trail a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like, in my opinion, it's kind of a different flavor. So, like the rodeo and the ice races and stuff, those are cool things, and you're not going to see them in downtown Marquette or in Marquette. You know, like Marquette's got the Blueberry Fest and the stuff that Marquette does. But I think it's cool to have that diversity in opportunity for either for visitors or for locals.
Correct. And at the end of the day, we're close enough, right? We're still close enough to
for sure.
Marquette, but we're far enough away so that it is diverse and different.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of when I was going over to Drummond Island. I was looking at it and still am looking at it for some sort of event at some point. And just talking to the locals on Drummond Island, there's like this identity they have that is they know who they are and kind of the community and the island they want to be. And it's sort of the opposite of Mackinac Island. So there's just like, Mackinac seems very commercialized, tourist driven, blah, blah, blah. It's not to say that Drummond isn't tourist driven, but it's more rustic, backwoods.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Jeeps. I think they'd like to see more silent sport activity, which is surprisingly underdeveloped.
Yeah.
They got trails all over for ORV and Jeeps, not so much for silent sports. That's
But
something
unless you
we're working on.
know how to get into that silent sports stuff, that can kind of be a huge piece.
It can be.
Like
Yeah.
it can be a little overwhelming to know that the silent sport is way different than the ATV, ORV kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I know that we struggle with that a smidge in Gwinn. Like
Think
we
so?
really want that piece of silent sport. And there's a lot of talk of it, but we just haven't totally figured out how to make it all work yet.
Yeah. Well, I think sometimes, because I've talked to other people from other communities in the UP, they see the success that some of the, quote, trail communities are having, and they want to replicate that, which if you can, obviously, that's fantastic. My answer to somebody asking how to do it is, well, first of all, you should look at what's unique about your community and see how you can capitalize on it. And like through Gwinn, I've ridden through Gwinn. I haven't found a lot of single track, but I found a lot of off the beaten path roads, like old roads. You can connect all the way out to Amazon Republic, going through the middle of nowhere. Like there's a lot of adventure to be had out in that area. A lot of state forests too.
Yes.
A lot of state-owned property.
Yeah.
So I think Gwynn's a great area. The opportunity for recreation down there is endless.
Correct.
100%.
Yeah.
The rodeo. So you're still involved with the rodeo.
It is going to be our 20th year this year.
Really?
As crazy as that sounds. And in my head, it sounds that much crazier.
So you personally still have horses?
I do. I don't have riding horses anymore. We just have
Okay.
the big draft horses
Or-
or the sleigh rides
All right,
and
pulling
stuff.
the sleighs.
We actually do make one of them, my big favorite horse, Rose. She carries the American flag at the rodeo.
Does she?
So that's kind of cool that I'm able to work her into it. But yep, we still do the rodeo. I have those 6 draft horses. My kids are all grown. I have grandkids now. It's crazy.
What makes a good rodeo horse?
Well-rounded, level-headed is what I would say. Got to be able to take whatever is thrown at you in the rodeo arena. But isn't that everything in life, right? Like,
Yeah.
Pretty level-headed.
I'm assuming you get some horses, though, that cannot operate in that environment?
No, and then it turns into an explosion, and then there's chaos everywhere.
Can you actually train a horse to be successful in that environment?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how
okay.
you had a unicorn.
How I know I've talked to you about this, and there was another rider, a younger rider.
Tara.
Yeah.
I think you had Tara.
Yeah. Just learning, that, okay, yeah, this horse has been to rodeos and it understands the chaotic environment and can perform well. It's kind of fascinating with the animals on how some thrive in that environment, I guess like people, and some don't.
Well, and they thrive off of you too. I mean, it's definitely an intriguing concept that the horse itself, being a herd animal, can sense your heartbeat. So if your heartbeat is racing and they're not really good in that stable situation,
Right.
they will pick up on that and they're like, gotta go. Can't even be near this person. I have a big gelding that's just like that. If I come in too late and coming in too hot, he is like in the back 40 and you're not catching me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yep. In a heartbeat. He's like,
No
I gotta
kidding.
go. I gotta go. I can't handle your crazy this morning.
Why do horses, they don't necessarily react well around cyclists? Meaning what I've seen when I've been out on 510, and this isn't a horse thing, I think it's when I've crossed paths with horses and riders, and I learned this to not do this. If you let off a pedaling and then your free hub starts spinning, there was a particular time it spooked the horse. Any idea?
No
Is
idea.
there truth to the fact that they're considered a prey animal?
They are absolutely a prey animal.
Okay.
Yep. So that would make sense, like that whining noise, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just that foreign
Yep.
kind of whining, spinning. The horse is probably like, what the?
What is happening right
Yeah.
now? What is that noise?
Yeah.
But at the same time, rider stays calm, then the horse typically would stay calm too. I mean, I've seen many of horses ride by bikers.
And you don't
No
think
issue.
it's an
No.
issue? Do you think that a biker should stop, let the horse and rider pass, or just
No, I think that
continue on?
We're all grown adults and we should be able to share the trails.
Interesting.
My opinion.
What is there any sort of stated etiquette between horses and bikes that you're aware of?
I do believe that there is some etiquette somewhere. I guess I don't know that I've seen it. I know that a while back there was all of that controversy out at Blueberry, right?
Okay.
About bikers and horses and
Is that why
maybe-
bikes aren't allowed there?
if I,
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. How far back are you talking? That's a ways back?
Yeah, ways back.
Okay.
I think I was probably still at the ski hill
Yeah.
when that was all happening. And I think that everybody wants their piece, right?
Yeah.
Or their spot.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think we should all be able to get along together. And I think it's unfortunate when things like that happen because then there's a rift between people or groups, and that just creates more chaos.
Yeah, I've never understood why. Apparently, there's a friction between some people in the equestrian community and cyclists. I don't look at a horse and horseback rider negatively in any way. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That horse is beautiful.
Well, there's no different than you, right?
No,
Right?
exactly.
Like,
I don't get it.
you're riding pedals, I'm not riding pedals, but at the end of the day, we're all still riding, and we
Yeah.
all deserve the same spot.
Right. I think that there's people probably within both communities. There always is. There's always one in each community, right? That for one reason or another, maybe even some of the information I've been given is misinformation. That horses don't do well around bikes. It's interesting to hear because you would consider yourself part of the equestrian community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you've spent many, many years with horses, around horses.
As from birth,
Yeah.
right? We always
Yeah,
had.
that's
My
fascinating.
dad had ponies when we were little, and I mean, even with my kids, we've always had horses, and my kids have ridden their dirt bikes in the same field that the horse has been in. Like, I don't. Well, even over in Crystal Falls, they have a motorcycle racetrack built inside a horse pen,
No
like
kidding.
a horse pasture.
No kidding.
So
I didn't know that.
So it's all what you acclimate those horses to.
We should figure out how to get you involved. We're going to do a outdoor summit
Okay.
this spring in April. And a big part of the reason why we're kind of getting involved in it is there's been summits, and a lot of the summit emphasis is on outdoor recreation and economic development around it, which is fantastic.
Love it.
But the thing I've noticed is it seems like the local voices and a lot of our local people aren't necessarily there talking about it, talking through not just the economic development side of it, but also what is the impact that one group might be having on another group. Because, we get into our groups, we don't talk. So the whole purpose with the summit is to get everybody together to talk to people they don't normally talk to and start talking through like what is right for the area, what is good for the area, how do we make sure we're not overstepping or stepping on each other and work together.
Right. I'd
You
be
know.
honored to be there.
Yeah,
So
I
when
think-
you're there, give me a holler.
I think that we'll talk after this is over about that. That'd be a good, you'd be a good voice to have in the room on it. We've talked to, we've talked to Aaron Rogers from Rock Solid. He's in to be part of it. Aaron Peterson from Aaron Peterson Studios is in.
Aaron Peterson.
Gina Nichols from Cork, who I met through us doing the Crusher in the Keweenaw.
Okay.
So they have Cork, Keweenaw Outdoor Recreation Committee, I think is what it's called. All of their user groups in the Keweenaw have representation as part of a singular committee.
Which is brilliant.
And everybody keeps telling me, well, the Keweenaw can do it because it's small. And I'm like, I don't buy that. I think the Kewenagh's got the right people at the table thinking big picture.
Right?
That's why they can do it. We don't tell me we can't do it here.
I'm not telling you that.
And we have to do it here, right?
Right.
So Gina's going to be there. Kristen from Discovering is going to be part of it.
Yep.
Excited to have her come in. And there's Innovate Marquette's going to have a piece with Joe Teal. So I think it's going to be great.
Yeah. Count me in.
Yeah. Get people talking that don't normally talk. Maybe a couple wrestling matches too.
Yeah. Good farm girl. I got you.
Have you been involved? I'm going to assume the answer is yes, but I'm asking anyway. In the rodeo over in Iron River?
We have had kids compete at the Queen and Court level. Yes.
Tell me about that. Is that rodeo big? Or what do you know about the rodeo? Because
Well-
I know it's there, but I don't know much about it.
It is a professional level rodeo.
Okay.
where the other two here in the UP are open rodeos.
Okay.
So when you're at the professional level, you have to have a PRCA card, like an official card.
PRCA card.
Professional Rodeo
Interesting.
Cowboy Association
Okay.
card. So where at our rodeos, anybody could sign up. You could sign up to ride a bull, and I would let you ride at our rodeo. In Iron River,
you get that?
would not be able to do that.
Do you get people signing up at your rodeo to like ride a bull?
Yeah, we actually have an event called Dream Ride, which is just that. 18 and up. You've never done it before. We're totally going to kick your ass, and it's going to happen. But we are equal opportunity, and we will buck you right off. Not a problem.
This should be like an organizational field trip. We should bring the board, and everybody has to ride a bull.
Yes. And Elizabeth can barrel race.
I'll go last.
I'll go last. We got to see who can hang on the longest.
I'll go last.
Listen, though, it is really intriguing because my son rides a dirt bike. Well, both of them do. My older two do. And they are really good at it because bike riders tend to use those muscles in their thighs differently than a person that doesn't ride a bike does. And those are the muscles that you hang on to with, right? So my kids were always very successful at riding bulls, as much as I disliked the whole concept. But they were good at it because they knew how to use those muscles.
So, what is the point to bull riding? Just how long can you hang on before you get kicked? Or bucked?
Bucked, yeah.
Yeah, or
And
kicked.
it's 8 seconds.
Okay, it is 8 seconds.
Really isn't that long, right?
Until you're on that thing's
Until you're
back
there.
hanging on.
Yeah.
God, that sounds like a 906 event, doesn't it?
This guy's like, who invited this girl?
To sleep on that one.
The 906 community, you better look out because that bull is coming into the queue.
See?
So the bull, like, do they get any sort of training on how to be a bull, or is it just?
They're bred that way. They are just as much of an athlete as a cowboy is. Yeah.
When you say bred that way, just what do you mean?
Comes along with their breeding, right?
Okay.
Like they're built big and solid, and they are meant to be buckers, and you don't want a little wimpy one that's just going to hop down the side of the rail. You
Right.
want him to be bred to do his job.
Is there a way to make a bull buck better, or is it just
Nope,
innately
it's
in the
just
genetics?
in the genetics,
Okay, in the
yep.
machine, basically in the animal.
Yep.
So I mean, a good bull must just be like angry, like
Not necessarily.
not
angry.
necessarily angry, right?
Just like anything else, they know what their job is, right? So when they get in the buck and shoot and they're ready to go, then they do their thing. And I mean, I've seen many a times where they are that angry bull when they're in the buck and shoot, but take them out of the buck and shoot and put them in the back pen. They're as quiet as can be.
Really?
Yep.
Could you literally hop on some bulls and they would just calmly walk around with you?
Absolutely.
Now, see, that's a bull I've never seen.
Yeah.
That is not the bull that they advertise.
Of course not.
The calm bull is not
No,
advertised.
no,
That's like the Zen bull.
correct.
He can like tell you life secrets.
Yep. You put them in that, you put them in their work element, and that's what they do.
I'm assuming they must also feed off of the
Adrenaline.
yeah, just
of
the adrenaline of the moment and the people and
Absolutely.
the noise. Have you gone to a rodeo, Mark?
Yeah, I have.
I have not.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is. 906 is coming to the rodeo this year.
Yeah, I went to the Manawa rodeo.
Ooh, that's
down
big
in-
time too.
Yeah,
Yep.
down in Wapaka County.
Yep.
And I
Good
believe
one.
I was out in one. This is many years ago. Near Salt Lake City.
Okay. Big time too. Very cool.
Is Manoa open? Pro?
Pro. Yep.
Besides the card or the certification for the pro, what's the difference? I mean, for the open, anybody can do it, right?
Right.
Is that the
Right.
only difference?
Yeah. And in the pro, then your points, you get points tallied that would go to your year end and that kind of stuff and gets you into other big rodeos.
Is Iron River part of, say, a circuit?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So they're part of a larger
Right.
picture.
Yep.
All right, I gotcha. Are the open rodeos all just singularly independent?
Pretty much.
And how long does a rodeo last? Like, when does it start? When does it end?
You never want to try to keep somebody in their seat longer than 3 hours. They get bored.
That's a rodeo rule?
That's a production rule.
Okay.
Most movies aren't more than 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
Because they get bored, they get fidgety, they want to move.
Interesting. Well, with what we do, nobody ever gets to sit around.
Right. You do crazy stuff. You're a bit extreme, though.
Did you say extreme?
Extreme.
Yeah, I've been called worse.
Yeah. I figured. You said I shouldn't say anything on radio that I can't take back.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's too good. What else is happening in Gwinn? I want to make sure that we get the full scoop here.
Yeah, I just growth is the growth is good. I'm really excited about the direction that we're going, the travel that we're going, the tourists that I'm seeing come in through the restaurant. Sometimes I think that it's hard because we at the Up North Lodge are very fortunate in the fact that we can do the big marketing stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just getting people to Gwinn, right? We're able to help the big picture, get them to Gwinn, and then they're still going to visit all those little smaller places and see all the cool things. And I'm excited as a whole for Gwinn and all of the things we have coming up.
Have you seen any change in the tourism? The people that are visiting Gwinn?
In the summer, we've definitely seen good uptick. The last 2 winters have been pretty crappy as far as snow, so it's been pretty brutal.
Yeah.
This winter, though, a lot of people, a lot of snowmobiles, a lot of movement, a lot of people saying we haven't seen you before. So to me, those are great things, right?
That is good.
At the end of the day, it's great things.
How did the businesses, and I asked this question thinking back to my food service background. I know a bad winter could be the difference between a restaurant or a small business opening or closing.
Yeah.
How did everybody fare the last couple of years? Because you're right, the winter sucked.
The winters have been brutal, and I definitely personally worried about a couple of our smaller businesses, but they were able to adjust schedules,
Got through it?
Yeah, everybody kind of got through it.
That's good.
Yep.
Going back, do you think Gwinn is kind of seen more as a motorized right now? I mean, is there a lot of side by side ORV activity out there?
Absolutely. I would say more of a motorized versus non-motorized. But at the end of the day, like Foresight Forward we are working really hard to figure out how to get into that non-motorized portion of it.
And where does that sit right now, the non-motorized side of it?
I'll be totally transparent with you, and I will tell you that I don't pay attention to it because right now I'm so crazy busy at the restaurant with snowmobiles and stuff. Okay. But I know that when we go to those meetings, there are a lot of things that are happening as far as people meeting people. Right now, I know there's chatter of getting the trails in Gwinn connected to the big piece that's out on Sawyer.
Yeah.
Down by that lake. They're putting in all of that new stuff.
Okay.
And big picture would be to figure out how to connect to Marquette's trail system.
It'll be interesting to see if they can. Picture. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they could pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to look at that. I haven't actually looked at what, like down between, say, the Crossroads and Gwinn. I haven't never really looked at what are the opportunities there for connection.
Well, and I know, to me, I guess it's frustrating because you know that there's trails there, right? Like there are dirt bike, four-wheeler, snowmobile trails that go from one spot to the other.
Right.
And it goes back to that sharing of the trail system.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that kind of comes back to the bigger picture of getting our groups and our people talking and sort of working together and looking more collaboratively at opportunities instead of in a territorial fashion, because it hurts then everybody has less. You know, I just think if you just take an approach of we're going to keep creating more for everybody, you're going to create more for everybody instead of pretending like it's all a finite resource that you have to battle over.
Right.
That's a hard mindset sometimes to initially shift.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, the trails are there, roads are there. There's a way to do it, We just have to put the time into figuring out how to make it happen.
Exactly. And I do know that there are people sitting at tables that are talking about those things.
Yeah, that's good. Is Forsyth Forward bringing different user groups from the Gwinn area together?
Yes.
Okay, so it's in that way, it might be similar to what Cork's doing in the Keweenaw.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yep.
That's
Very
a good thing.
excited.
Also, I guess probably similar to what we're going to be attempting to start doing, or not attempting, will do beginning in April with the summit.
Yes. Count me in.
Yeah, getting users in the same room. Do you have a side by side?
I do not.
No.
My kids have dirt bikes.
Okay.
My husband has a snowmobile. We have all the things, right?
Yeah.
Horses and
Do you
horsepower.
actively go out and snowmobile?
I do not. I work too much. Last spring, my husband bought a brand new snowmobile, and I was going to play the nice wife card and go out there and ride with him for one day. And he insisted that I ride this new snowmobile, and I'm like, I really think this is a bad idea. He's like, nope, you'll be fine. This other one's way too heavy. Needless to say, I might have tipped the brand new snowmobile on its side, and we went home.
How far did you get?
Not very far, probably 10 miles from home. Yeah.
What kind of sled is it? Do you know?
An orange one? No, I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah. Once you get them on the side,
They're heavy.
they are.
And I'm pretty strong for a girl, okay? And I was like, I'm done. He's going to turn around. He's going to find me, and I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our grooming sled, the Scandic, is, I don't know what that thing weighs. It has to be 900 pounds or something.
Easy.
And when it's on its side, it's not fun to deal with.
No.
And I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
It's been on its side with me under it.
Yeah. No,
Fun,
my kids have always had dirt bikes. We've raced dirt bikes. We've done all the things. I've had a dirt bike, not so much a snowmobile. We have a little side-by-side at home that we use to help with the horses and pick up horse poop in the parade kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not a side-by-side to go out and ride kind of thing.
How do you get kids into horseback riding or into the rodeo stuff?
Yeah, we start out when they're real little, and we get them in the lead line classes, and then we just...
What's a lead line class?
We take them out there with a lead rope.
Okay.
And we let them do the same thing that the big girls do, and you just cheer them on. I mean, I've watched you do it with the biking stuff or your kids with the basketball. It's just about encouraging them, and if they mess up, then you let them do it again, and over and over and over again, and they're smiling as they're coming out of the arena, and they're coming back the next time.
So is this them getting on the horse?
Yes, any of that stuff.
Okay.
Yep, barrel racing, running around the barrels. Yeah.
So they just have to get on the horse.
Yep.
How common is it that kids are afraid? Because it's an animal.
Not that common because they want to be there.
Okay.
They're there because they want to be there. Like
That makes
most
sense.
parents don't put them into a situation
Right.
where like, oh my God, this is a foreign situation.
Yeah.
It's been talked about. This is what we're going to do.
If somebody's listening to this and they're like, oh, that's interesting. How do I maybe get my kids involved in horseback riding? How do they? Like, where do they go? I wouldn't even know where to start if I had a kid that wanted to ride
We have
horses.
lots of places around here that Brandy Rolling, right
Okay.
at the
Yep.
crossroads. She is the epitome of getting them in when they're young and getting them to the age of Tara. Tara with the paint horse that came and did the unicorn. She was one of Brandy's kids, and she starts them itty bitty and gets them all the way through, and then they're all part of the.
So they do like classes, or how does it work?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Classes, lessons. Then she leases the horses to the kids at her farm.
Okay.
So then they can have a horse, but not really have a horse, right? Because that's a thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Tara Road.
Yeah.
I think that was 2019, maybe.
Yeah. That horse's name was Cinnamon. Yep.
That is a beautiful horse.
Yep.
When I see the pictures of that horse from the start, there's one picture I'm thinking of in particular where she's the horse is, you can just see it's taking off away. You got the bikers running behind it. You know, she's in full position getting after it. It was just an awesome photo.
Athlete.
Yeah, that horse is beautiful.
Definitely.
Where's Tara at now?
She actually is driving the horses for me my sleigh ride horses.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is she now?
She is 18, just 18, maybe in February turns 18.
Okay.
But
Going to school?
She is still in high school,
Yeah.
finishing up high school, but has an internship with 3 different businesses in the welding field.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's very
Hard
cool.
worker. Good.
Going to be lots of
good kid.
opportunity.
Yes.
Lots of work.
Yeah. Good egg for sure.
How does she get down that track? Just something she's interested in? Is it in the family?
Just something that she was interested in. I think that they, in Westwood, they have a lot of those opportunities for those kids.
We're going to Westwood tonight.
Are you?
Cables,
Basketball?
Yeah. Cables, Marquette's playing Westwood.
All right. I did that leadership class last fall, and they took us for a tour at Westwood, and I was pretty intrigued by all of the different things that
Yeah, it's cool.
D'Augustine, right? It's that guy. That he gives and presents to those kids.
Different opportunities.
Yes.
Different experiences.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what we should be doing for kids, right?
I agree.
Offer them a bunch of opportunities and experiences and let them take them where they want to go with it.
Yep.
You're pretty involved with in that way, yes, community-wise?
Yes, extremely.
Why is that important to you?
Because that's what's going to run the next generation. We should have those kids learning and doing as many different things. Who's going to take over the world?
Yeah. When you hear somebody bitching about kids these days, what's your response?
I actually have more hope now for the upcoming generations because they're the ones that are applying for the jobs. There is so many kids that are not even old enough right now that want to come in and be a dishwasher that you have to say, nope, not yet. You're just not old enough yet. But I have great hope. There's that funny in-between age that I'm like, we are absolutely in trouble until that younger generation gets there. But
So is that an age that's in the workforce right now?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Generational thing, you think somehow?
I do think it's generational. I think that it's generational. I think that COVID played into it. I think that we have some bad learned behaviors that the society has let us get away with. And
That's an interesting point.
personal opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's an interesting point because even just, Cable he was still elementary coming through that. And the nature of my schedule, we were impacted a lot with what we could or couldn't do, obviously. I mean, everybody was. So I ended up home with him. I ended up basically being his, teacher for a year and a half. We kept a very structured schedule during that time. We were still up. It was almost like a different type of school. So it wasn't like Wild West. It was kind of still structured. Gavin was in high school. So he was with that group of kids that had a real impact on just the whole high school experience. And it seems like in that age group, and it could be beyond that too, there was definitely some missed opportunities.
So my house was like Wild West. I was not fortunate enough to be able to stay home. I was never meant to be a stay-at-home mom, and I was never meant to be a teacher. So when I had to leave to go to work, that's what it was. And if he got out of bed and did his homework, then he did. And unfortunately, I think that I saw too many of those kids just get shuffled on to the next part because we didn't know what else to do with them.
Right.
So off they went, and now we've got these kids in high school that really, my opinion again, shouldn't necessarily be in high school because we just shuffled them through. And they don't know how to handle the chaos of the world because we had them locked up in the house for that long, and they didn't see or didn't know how to react or didn't know what to do with that.
Chaos of the world. I love that phrase because that, the premise, we internally, the discussion has been turning more and more, I think, as we're understanding more about what we do and what makes it successful. I mean, there's not one thing that makes it successful, but an important element that we're learning exists within what we do is education. Specifically, outdoor. You're educating outdoors or outdoor education. And we're looking more and more at how we can provide more outdoor education resources, not just aimed at like going out and doing crazy events, but actually aim more at, let's say, traditional outdoor education. We're going to have the park that'll get built, which will be a resource. Innovate Marquette actually, was that 2 weeks ago? Business After Hours?
Yeah.
They, I think, see the opportunity for this being an educational space within the community. Well, I know they do because they pledged $100,000 toward building the park. And in talking to Joe, like, they see it. They're committed to helping us turn this into an educational space. And going back to your comment about the chaos of the world, if you don't subject kids to a little chaos and get them into unpredictable environments, such as an adventure or life, they're never going to develop the skills that, we've developed to navigate.
Right. They're just going to hide out in the house where they're comfortable.
Absolutely.
Right? Like they don't have
Absolutely.
to. And I'm afraid that's what that situation and that time taught us was, nope, you just stay in the house, safe in your own space, and nothing can get you.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. Nothing could get us, but neither could the chaos
Right.
of it all. And my youngest, like I said, was in that generation, in that world. And he does not handle conflict the way that my older two do. I am very, very thankful that he's been part of Laura's Start the Cycle program.
Yeah, that's a great program.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love what the pedal bike world has done for Colton and the people that are in that. But as a mom, I definitely worry when he gets to that age where he has to be out in the world and handling things on his own.
Has he been part of the Start the Cycle group that does polar roll?
He has done the polar roll.
He has. Okay, I thought so. I think I've met him.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
What does he think of polar roll?
He says that it's cold, but he loves it. He loves all of the biking. And
Does he?
To me, it's a really funny concept because my two older boys want nothing to do with pedal bikes. They only wanted dirt bikes. But then I have Colton, the youngest one, who's all about the pedal bike, and he does the things that you guys do at the ski hill during the summer, and yeah.
That's
crazy.
good.
Yeah.
So he's kind of found his thing.
He has found his thing.
I mean, that's
And
a good thing.
That is huge. That is huge. But I still worry at the end of the day that conflict resolution thing, right? Like,
Yeah. How old is he?
he is 16.
Yeah. I think if he's with Start the Cycle, he's with you. Obviously, he's got a good nucleus community around him.
Yes.
Right? Support. I don't know. I mean, I think he can be okay. I think about where I was at when I was his age.
You said don't talk about anything on the radio that we can't take back.
If there was any question a guy was going to get his shit together, I would have been that guy. And it just comes over time. I think that all kids, I think they get there on their own timeline.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think he'll be all right. He's got good role models around him. I think that's super important.
Very important.
Who are you
Absolutely.
surrounded by?
Yep.
What sort of expectations are those people putting on you? I just wrote a post about that this morning. Just something I was thinking about. Like, it seems more common now that if you kind of get into somebody a little bit, and you kind of give them the business because you see more potential that they're not taking advantage of, or they're just not bringing their best work. It seems like people are more likely to get butt hurt. If you're direct and give them some stern words. But I mean, I was always raised like, hey, if you got somebody that's kind of getting into your business a little bit, it's an indication they give a shit.
Well, and interesting enough, how many times do you see those people that you give the business, they may scurry off because they are butthurt, but how many times do they come back?
I'd say they come back more often than they don't.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because they want a little bit more of what you have to say and what you have to offer. And maybe you are right.
Right. I think that 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I didn't realize how many, because social media 20 years ago was not so much a thing. But as social media became a thing, and then you start sharing just what is in your mind, and people are hearing it. I never actually thought that it would resonate in the way that it has. And then you start to actually, as you get to know people, you start to actually see like, okay, there's a lot of people out there that they're looking for this information,
Yep.
right?
Agreed.
And they want it and they need it and they know it. And okay, they don't always love what you have to say because sometimes it cuts.
Stings.
It stings.
Yeah.
But when they have time to think about it and then apply it, and they're like, okay, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And they come back.
And they come back. It's what's most interesting to me is the people who will come in, especially now that the org, I think, is pretty well established as being a nonprofit that is dedicated truly to helping people become independent, self-sufficient, high-performing individuals. That's literally our mission. It's interesting to me who will come into the chat and talk shit about that. And there's not that many, but it's always interesting.
But they got to say something.
Yeah,
right?
but it's like, what do you got going on in your life that you're missing the plot by that much? You know, that is really, it's fascinating. Social media is fascinating.
Right.
It's fascinating and sometimes brutal.
It is brutal. Sometimes it's better to put it down and
Yeah.
give it
How do you guys
24 hours.
manage it? Like, how do you manage it for the lodge? Are you pretty active with
Very, yeah.
with the
very
restaurant?
Active. Very, very active.
Do you have multiple people that are managing the account?
No.
How many people manage it?
I have Buzz Marketing makes the posts, but I'm really the one that would chat with somebody.
Gotcha. Smart.
Yeah. 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 I don't want, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a knack and a skill.
It does. And I think even more than that is the knack and the skill to not fight with somebody, right? Like,
Yes.
because 99% of the time it's keyboard courage.
Yes.
They would never say it to your face, but
Exactly.
it's okay to say it on Facebook because I can type it.
Yep.
And then walk away and I never have to see you again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, as proof for what you just said, you know, I've caught hell from people through social or through DM, and I can tell you 100% of the time that because I won't fight with anybody. I might try to talk a little bit with them, and if it's like, no, this is not going to work. If they go too far and I say, here's my number, call me,
Never.
100% of the time they never have.
Nope. Never.
Yep. Call me, we'll set up a meeting.
Never.
Never.
No.
Not happening.
No. Absolutely not.
No. Well, that's good that I was curious with the restaurant because, you know, the people can get in the comments and shit on that. Let's talk about the ribs.
Let's talk about the ribs. Almost world famous ribs.
That is the calling card, right?
Yep.
Mark, was it you? Was I talking with you? Did you know that their ribs are like world renowned
This is what I heard. This is
at the Up North?
the reason why I should go there is for the rib.
Okay.
Correct.
It was. Were you and I talking about it?
Yeah.
That's how it recently came up. It might have been because I was talking about you and sharing.
Being snowed in the last time and yeah.
Are you still, I guess to the best of your knowledge, are you still buying the same rib that you did over the years? Or
Yes.
has it changed?
It has not changed. Some things you cannot change.
Yeah. I know what rib that is and I will never share it.
Thank you.
And I only know that because we
Yes.
sold them to you one
Yes.
time.
Yep.
But it makes a huge difference.
It does. Consistency and quality.
How, what is the process for creating a great rib? So when is the staff coming in to start cooking? Do you know?
I have a lady that comes in first thing in the morning by like 8 o'clock and starts that
So
process.
she is getting after it early.
Yeah. Yep.
Cook daily?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You cannot beat a good rib.
No. Fall off the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been up to the Fitz?
I have not.
No, up in Eagle River. Mm-mm. If you ever make it up there,
Try the ribs.
you should try the ribs.
Okay.
They're good. They're really good. Actually, you can order them ahead, and and if you want to try them, I would suggest that you do
Okay.
because they sell out.
Okay.
Do you guys ever sell all the ribs?
No. Every once in a great while, but that's absolutely
rare.
one of those things that you don't want to sell out.
Yeah, so
right?
that's like a non-starter.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's a deal breaker, I think.
Yeah.
If you're known for ribs, you can't sell out of ribs.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see where that would be problematic. What is the next best thing you think you guys are known for behind ribs?
I guess I would have to say our pastas.
Really?
Our sauces are all homemade.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Is it homemade pasta?
Not the pasta itself is not homemade.
Okay, but the sauces are. Yeah.
all
And,
homemade.
I mean, it's super rare that people are making homemade pasta. I guess I asked just in case it was.
No.
That's a whole different animal.
That is a whole different animal. That's a whole different time thing.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of being in that restaurant / hospitality business?
All of the different moving parts. We talked about it earlier. My brain has to stay going.
Just the processes.
Processes of all of it. Yep. The customer service too, like the knowing of the different people. And
I have to imagine now that you're handling weddings and, large scale events, there has to be some satisfaction in knowing that you were part of making somebody's day memorable.
huge satisfaction. Most little girls dream about their wedding. I always dreamt about being the girl to help do the wedding.
Oh, interesting.
Right? Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Just being able to help with those memories and doing that part of it.
Is that pretty much a theme that you feel like you carry through your life?
Everywhere.
Where did it come from? Did you just innately have it? Was there some life experience that prompted it?
No, I think I just innately had it. I don't think that there was ever anything that happened that was like, oh my God, look at what I just did. I just think it always existed.
Do you feel like you have some sort of obligation
No,
to people?
no,
No?
just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it. I always felt, if I think about it going back, like I've always felt sort of personally a responsibility. I don't know why. I don't even know where it came from. I couldn't articulate it, but I always sort of had this sense of responsibility toward trying to help people. And I don't know why. Even in sales, it's probably actually what ended up being my Achilles heel in sales, because it's like I could see from a sales perspective, I can see what you need to do to manipulate people
Okay.
for your own good.
Okay.
I can see it. Like I know how to do it, but I don't want to do it.
Right.
So in sales, that's not necessarily. It's not. It can work against you.
Yes. But isn't that trait of wanting to help people probably like a personality thing, right? Like that's just part of our personality that you just always want to help somebody. It doesn't matter if you're at the grocery store. It doesn't matter if you see somebody pulled over on the side of the road. It doesn't matter if you're at work. That's just something that you are. I don't want to know that I want to use the word raised with, because you don't always see it necessarily through siblings, right? It's just a personal trait.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things that bugged me in sales was, and this is just, I guess I'll qualify, this was tied to food sales. You go out on Monday with your laptop and you know what everything costs. Not everybody's going to pay the same thing.
Irritates my brain beyond words. Okay?
Right?
Right.
And the brutal reality, and it's really what ended up kind of pushing me out, was you're going to get beat up, let's say, in 40% of the restaurants. You're going to get the shit kicked out of you, and you're not going to make much.
And you never had to deal with me as that person.
No, I didn't. I actually
record.
didn't.
Yes,
Exactly. I did not. But then you got to make it somewhere, or why would you do this?
Right.
Brutal job. So where do you make it? Well, you make it where you have the best relationships and they trust you the most, which you would think would be inverse, right? You'd think that they'd get better pricing, but that isn't the way it went. And it was like, this is a crazy ass game.
Yep. And on this side, it's actually, I mean, it's a frustrating game. Nothing winds me up more as when you come in and you're like, oh, I want to sell you burgers. Can I have so-and-so's price? Because I want to try to beat that. No, no, you cannot have that price because you should be giving me the best possible price
Yes.
as it is.
100%.
And I know that is not how the game is played.
That's not at all how the game is played. They would, here's another thing that was annoying. They'd come up with what's called a spiff. And let's say McCain's going to come in and for a quarter meaning a quarter of the calendar, quarter of the business calendar. For every case of McCain, whatever French fry you sell, you're personally going to get $3. So at the end of the quarter, if you sell 1,000 cases, you're going to get $3,000. I would always look at it like, and I was normally in a district sales manager position, so I wasn't the one actually having to go out to sell it to the customer. But it's like, why would I go change what you're doing in your restaurant? If it is what fits your restaurant and works for you, why would I go in and try to convince you to change it to make $3 off of every case that I sell you over the next quarter? Like, a lot of that happened. We were going out and trying to get people to move to stuff, not because it made sense for the business, not because it had a long-term play in their success. It was a short-term
Fix
and payoff for the salesperson.
Yeah.
That's where the game is like it just doesn't work, It just doesn't make sense. And it just bugged the shit out of me.
Yeah. I don't think I could do that. I'm obviously great in sales, okay? But I don't think I could be a salesperson like that.
No, I mean, yeah, you're a salesperson as in you're, selling an event experience in a venue. But all of that is genuinely
right
intended for the customer. And yes, you're going to make money from that, but you should. You're providing a service.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how you fix that. It's also when you get into, if you're on that side, on the distribution side, you start to see what the actual raw cost of food is, but what it ends up costing us at the end of the consumer is insane.
Yeah.
Because of how many hands it crosses through before it gets to us, and everybody's adding their cut.
Right.
It's crazy.
It is.
How have you guys handled pricing? It's got to be challenging.
Watch it, as close as you can and adjust where you can. I like to keep those items that I know that we're going to sell a lot of. I like to keep those prices lower because I know that we will make up for it at the end of the day.
Yeah. Volume.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always use the analogy of the ski hill, right? It used to be better to sell 10 $10 tickets than it was to sell one $100 tickets.
Sure.
Because now they're coming in and they're buying French fries and their hot chocolates and mom and dad are sitting there and they're doing all of the things.
Yep.
So those ones that I can keep lower, we like to keep lower. You try to get creative on stuff. And then just take those items that you just can't control or can't sell right out of the mix so that the customer doesn't feel like they're like, oh my God, I can't believe they're charging X amount of dollars for that.
Right. You getting any feedback on pricing just from consumers, or are they?
No, everybody's been pretty good with it. And again, we watch it pretty close and take those items that are just off the hook right out of the mix so that there's no room for it.
Yeah. I was always fascinated by how sensitive some operators were toward pricing, and felt like everything had to be as cheap as humanly possible. And then they wondered why they didn't make any money.
But then your quality sometimes changes too, right? So there has to be give take in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to feel good about it at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
I'm very, very fortunate. So back in the day, right, you could go with prime vending. So one vendor was always the one.
Yep.
Well, the lady that starts the ribs at 8:00 in the morning, she is very diligent on comparing prices across the board. And I do not do prime vending because today I might get X at a better price than over here, and she's very good about watching that.
Oh, so she's placing the orders
Yes.
with the vendors also?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the prime vendors, I think that idea was a good idea at that point back in the day, but when you started looking at how it actually worked.
No, you're not getting anywhere ahead.
No. I mean, the only thing that you could get is you could get a guarantee on your margin markup, but there's games that can be played on that.
Correct. Right.
Yeah, there's always a game for the game.
Correct.
Go back. I want to ask more about this because I don't know about it. This is away from restaurants and food. The ice races.
Yes.
Talk more about that. What is that? Just so whoever might be listening to this understands what is going on.
So
How many people are there doing it? Or how big is this?
So it's actually a lot bigger than you would think. And these racers come from all over the UP. They come from Lower Michigan. They come from Wisconsin. It is a crazy concept. The group in Gwinn builds this ice track, this big oval loop out of ice. They go out there with these big water trucks and lay layer after layer after layer of ice down in this big field. And it's actually the same field that the rodeo uses. So it's multi-use, right? And layer after layer, and they freeze the ice. And now we've got this track, and we build these berms around the outside. And now we bring in dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and they race against each other out there on this oval track.
Are they running studded tires?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say they must be.
Yes. Some of them are studded. Some of the four-wheelers are not studded.
That's got to be wild.
It is. I am only the gate girl first thing in the morning. So my shift goes from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m.
Okay.
And then I, of course, go pick up the horses, and we all go to work at the lodge.
Right. Got it.
I don't always get to watch it, but my middle son races it. He races a dirt bike, and it is so. I mean, I've seen him do it. Crazy, a whole different level of crazy, right? Like dirt bikes on ice just sounds wild to me. But no different than the crazy of the mountain bike races either, right? It's just what you do with it. And is it dangerous? Yes, but so is walking across the street most days.
Yeah, everything's dangerous.
It's just what you're passionate about, and you have at it. But it's another great event that builds up the economy in our small town.
Are they competing for anything in particular?
Yes. Yep. It's a winter series.
It is. Okay. That was going to be my next question.
We started the first part of January, and we will race through the end of February, and we race every weekend.
Okay.
2 weekends ago, we didn't race because it was too warm, and we were afraid to mess with the ice.
Right.
But this weekend, we are night racing. So if you get a chance to come down to Gwinn,
night racing.
Yeah. We start in the afternoon. But just a cool thing. And if you're a dirt bike rider and you think that you can ice race, totally different. So like I said, my boys raced motocross when they were little.
Yeah.
And my oldest one raced all the way until he was probably 18. And he went out and tried to ice race.
Yeah.
Called me in tears.
Really?
Because his middle brother was so much better at it when he was the motocross king. Right? And just beyond himself that he couldn't figure it out and he couldn't get it to work. And so it's a great story at our house. But
did he figure it out?
No.
He did?
He got mad and went home.
Really?
Yeah.
So does he ice race it now?
No, my middle one does, not my oldest one.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So why is the middle one so good?
We haven't figured that out. Again, I think it's just the passion of it. He found something, right? Like you talked earlier, Colton found his thing with the pedal bikes. He just found his thing. The middle one was not really good at motocross. Mm-hmm. He was more worried about his buddies falling on the track or maybe getting hurt or any of that stuff. So he'd stop and he'd help his friends up. And I'm like, listen, kid, this is really expensive for you to just stop in the middle. Yeah. So maybe you shouldn't do this.
This is a race.
Yep. But he found his thing and he loves it and he gets after it.
With the ice racing, is it timed laps, number of laps?
Number of laps. Yep.
So the first one, they complete X number of laps?
Yep.
Okay.
So they do heats and then they do official laps.
Okay. How big is a lap? Do you know
Oh,
what the
you know what?
distance
I
is?
don't know what that laps or the track size is. I would have to get back to you on that.
I think we should just go get ribs Saturday night and go check this out.
You really should.
Yeah.
And I.
But we
will
are
even-
talking about doing something this
Well,
weekend.
you should come over and see me.
What time does the racing start on Saturday night?
Saturday it'll start at about 3, but they start with the kids. So I would encourage you to come to the lodge for dinner at 5, and then I'll send you over to the ice track.
We should just tell Stacy and Billy that we have plans.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Do
we want to take them, or
I was just going to say,
you and me?
Oh, yeah.
Take them. You guys will be in trouble if you come for ribs.
It's ribs and ice track date.
Yeah.
We should probably bring Cable.
Yeah.
We should bring him. He'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he'll start doing
I was
it.
just going to say, you be careful.
Well, trust me, I
He'll
know
be racing
the
with
kid's in for just about anything.
Yeah. No, I really think you should just come and check it out. It is such a cool.
Yeah, we'll do that.
They lay those dirt bikes right on their side almost. They got that foot of like, as a mother, you don't want to watch, right? But you're like, oh, that is so badass.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool and scary at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that like the secret to parenting, right?
Yes.
Being able to
Yep.
put your kids out there and let them put it on the line and
Yep.
wince and smile at the same time.
So it's really funny that you said that. So last night, my daughter-in-law calls and she says, I'm going to need you to get here really fast. The baby just gashed his head open. Yeah. So jump in the truck and you get over there and he's got this gash on his forehead and it's not bleeding horribly, but it's probably needed stitches.
Yeah.
But then we called our friend at the EMT and they're like, listen, they're not going to put stitches in it. They're going to put some glue on it. And I'm like, we're not going to the hospital if they're just going to put glue. I can go get glue. We put it on there. Good
Yeah.
to go. I send her a message later and I'm like, you realize that this is not the last time that this is going to happen, right? And she goes, but listen, my other son, he's not ever done anything like this. I'm like, those Melchiori boys, they are built differently. I said, when you have one of them, you just like need to panic on the inside, but then when you get there, you walk into the door like you own this shit and handle it. Like that is
Exactly.
all you can do with horses and bull riding. And that, like you said, you just have to know that you raised them right to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
So go for it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that glue, Stacy had a procedure. This is maybe 2 years ago. She found out the hard way she is allergic to the glue.
Oh.
Yeah. What's that called? Derma something. Derma
Well, and the generic stuff is just called new skin. That's what we found some last
Yeah.
night and
Yeah, she had a reaction. Not good. Not good. Because that's like in,
Yeah.
it's in the wound.
right.
It's in the
In it,
incision.
in it. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Tough way to, that's a tough lesson.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. That's crazy.
So if they race every weekend, January, February, what are we talking? Is that like 8 to 10 races?
Yep.
Are there other ice racing series?
There are. The next closest one is Escanaba. They
Okay.
race on the river.
Yes, exactly, on the Escanaba
Yes.
River. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So I pack up Tyler and I'm like, okay.
You guys go over there?
No, I do not.
Okay, but he does?
Yeah, he does. I make sure that I've got people that know where he's at kind of thing. But
Do you know if, do the guys from Race Driven come up to
yes.
Gwinn?
Yes.
They do, eh?
Yep.
Is that Benny? Brian is the dad that owns the business. Do you know Brian?
Woodsy. Who's Woodsy? Woodsy.
I don't know. Woodsy? I'm going to have to ask Brian.
Yeah. There's all of those.
There's a group of them.
Yep.
Do they
Yep.
come up with their hauler? Mm-hmm. Oh, he comes in rolling. He's flexing.
And Eric Mumstead. Do you know that one?
No, I don't know Eric.
Okay.
Is he from?
Escanaba.
He
There's
is.
a whole clan of them. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I should get hiding on the podcast. He and I went to school together,
Okay.
and we worked together back in the day when we were cutting our teeth at Menards in Escanaba. I have some. Well, I don't know if I would tell all the stories. Actually, we're back to the
Rules.
make sure.
We're back to the rules.
Make sure you want to put out into the world what you're putting into the world. He is a wild man. Brian, the hitman, hiding. Yeah. That's funny. So they might be over there Saturday.
They will be. There's that whole clan down there.
I'm gonna have to introduce you to the hitman.
Yep.
Oh man.
I look forward to it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to watch. There's some girls that race it, and they are just as crazy as the boys.
How many girls are doing it, or how many women are participating?
There's not a lot, but there's enough to have a class, and I think that a class needs 3.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you this question since you brought that up. And you can give me your opinion if you have one. So our events average 30 to 35% of the field being female.
Okay.
The national average is nowhere near that
I believe that.
for events. Obviously, we're always trying to make that number better, but it's kind of around 30, 35. In our youth program, I'm going to say roughly 45% of the kids in the program are female.
Okay.
Super rare that you have such a equal representation of boys and girls in what would be considered an athletic endeavor or sport. And then the leaders also are damn near 50-50 or 45% female, 55% male. From the outside looking in, and just what you know about 906 events and stuff, why do you think that is? Like, why do you think that the female participation is so strong?
Because I think that it's your statement or your mission statement. I don't think that this is a boy-driven group. I don't think it's a girl-driven group. I think it's your statement across the board is one that is important to everybody.
Interesting. So you think the mission or the statement resonates equally?
Correct.
Okay. Is it surprising to you then that it does, if you're considering, because it's the organization is still sort of aligned directly with me personally. So is it surprise you that there's still such a equal participation when, again, it's a small percentage of people, but it could come off the totally opposite way. If you've got kind of a strong male figure, it could be.
No, because I've watched you from afar cheer for just as many females as you have males.
Oh, that is a true story. Like, we want that space to be open
safe,
for them.
Open space.
Yeah.
It's not, you are never, I've never seen you say, oh, he deserves this so much better than she does. I've seen you cheer for both equally. And I think that that's important.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I caught shit on the Marji buckle until the women finally got it last year, because there were people out there that thought that we should make it easier for women to get the buckle. And I said no. And then they proved it could be done. Did you see that 3 women got the buckle last year?
I think that I did, but I believe that I don't believe that it should be any easier. That's the ultimate buckle, right?
Right.
That's the end all of the Marji.
Right. Yeah, we would have been doing women a disservice by changing it.
Correct.
Yeah, and the 3 women proved it could be done.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of our leadership, I've said this before, but a lot of our organizational leadership is female. I mean, Mark, if you think about you and I, 2 staff members, and we have Elizabeth as a staff member, and we're surrounded by, I think, all of our leads, Julie, predominantly female-led.
Yeah, for sure.
We have Nick, we have Travis, we have Nick, another Nick. But yeah, lots of female representation through and through all levels, including leadership. And I think it makes us better.
But strong women.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Leaders.
Yeah.
But
you, as the males in the group, are never, not derogatory, but never condescending to those women either. So that makes a statement that the women are just as important as the men are.
Yeah, yeah, true. And I don't think, whether we're talking gender or anything else, like, I think what we do really well is we just see the human. We see people as people.
Yep.
And that's all I need to know about you.
Yep.
Is you're sharing the planet with me.
Well, and what was the mission statement? Making a better human out of you,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And that's all that you ask from anybody
Yeah.
that has done anything that you bring to the table.
100%. That's what we ask you to do at the events. That's what we ask you to do at the youth program.
Right.
It's what we just, we're constantly advocating for each person being better. And if each person is getting better, then collectively we're
As a
getting
whole,
better.
we're getting-
As a whole,
Right.
we're getting better.
Right.
Yeah. So what are you doing today?
Back to work.
Yeah. Planning for events? Or what's on the
Yeah,
agenda?
This week, the agenda, what do we have? We have a couple more Christmas parties. The library has their big trivia fundraiser on Sunday.
Oh, and you still have Christmas parties rolling through.
Oh, yeah.
They run through into February?
Yep. It's really fun because you can bring your group out. You can do your party at the event center, and then you can go into a sleigh ride.
Oh. Could you go out there and then bring your group to bull riding?
Sure.
Next
Your
year.
group can.
Next year, Mark.
Yeah.
Next year. We just did a gathering actually this past weekend. So
Okay.
next year we need to go to up north and we're going to culminate everything in bull riding.
There it is.
What are you doing in here?
I was told to bring this to you.
Really? This is like a personal delivery. Look at this.
Jake, I'd be afraid of what Jake brings in the bag. Just so we're saying it right on the radio.
Yeah, I mean, this is live right now, brother. So what? Who directed you to do this?
Well, I was told that I could come back and bring it to you.
Oh, I got. Ooh. So there's a middle finger shot glass. This is starting off very well. Where's the camera?
Waiting
What?
for the right day.
Oh.
Which birthday would be a great day for such a thing.
How did you know? Ooh, wild turkey, rare breed. Should we start doing shots?
Oh, I don't think that's a great idea.
Well, thank you, my brother. What prompted this nice little gift?
He's trying to sweeten you up for something.
Yeah, where are we going with this?
Yeah. You should be afraid. I know this guy. Be afraid.
I suffer together, so I figured I'd do the favor.
Oh, a little suffrage.
Yours is very rare. The other one isn't so rare.
One of my favorite pictures, Crusher pictures. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Oh yeah, Mosquito Gulch.
The picture of you and your wife coming through Mosquito Gulch, 21 or something like that.
It was 20.
Was it 20? Okay.
First, yes.
Yeah, okay, 20. One of the best pictures ever of people just having a terrible time.
I actually have that on my coffee table.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Framed?
Not framed, just on the coffee table.
Just on the coffee table?
I'm going to need you to send me that picture.
It is a great picture. Everything about it, their demeanor, the lighting, it's fucking awesome.
The demeanor of Mosquito Gulch.
Yes. Yes. I miss
Pain.
that. I miss that spot. We haven't been able to go through there for a couple of years. We're going to try to get back through there. This is very kind of you. I will enjoy this tonight after my son hopefully beats Westwood.
Yes.
You guys enjoy?
We will. I'll hit you up.
It's birthday.
I thought it was your birthday the last time I was supposed to be here.
No, it's today.
No, it's today?
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
You outed me. Thanks,
Things
Jake.
that we
Appreciate
he told
it,
me
brother.
the first rule. Don't say things you don't want out there in the universe.
It is
There
my
it is.
birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you. 52.
Oh, that's bad.
No. Can you believe that? How old are you over there, Psalm?
Yeah, 52.
Oh, look at this.
I'm only 48.
48?
Yeah.
I didn't think you were 48.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
this is classic.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that class.
That is grace.
That is classy.
Let's get
Yeah.
that.
Leave it to Jake. That's great.
Right there. Right there. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is. I've had a lot of middle fingers, and it's early.
It is early. It's not even breakfast time isn't over yet.
Yeah, sorry. So we were talking about your week.
Yeah, pretty mellow. Pretty mellow
Yeah.
week. Yep, nothing crazy.
No big events?
Not crazy big events, just normal size.
How's the snowmobiling been?
Great.
Traffic's been good?
Yes. Very, 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 very good. Very thankful for that after the last couple winters.
Yeah, they are really getting a good season. I'm on that MUPSA board here locally, and I'll tell you, the last 2 years, our meetings are somber.
What is MUPSA?
Michigan Upper Peninsula Snowmobile Association.
Okay.
I'm the
Why would you be on that?
That's what everybody says. Well, way back when we started doing Polar Roll, those guys gave us the green light to use the snowmobile trail from basically Border Grill
Okay.
to Nagani
Okay.
to run the event.
Yep.
And I've just gotten to know them that way. I'm not a snowmobiler,
Right.
but I guess that's kind of an example of me trying to
Diversify.
walk
I love that.
walk the talk.
Yep.
You know, I'm
Yep.
saying, hey, you should be reaching across the table and talking to people who aren't in your group. And I'll tell you what, like I got to know these guys. Like I was just talking to somebody on the way here, Joe Cram
Okay.
from Cram's up in Big Bay, which I think he just sold. I think he's retiring now. And Don Britton.
Love him.
Yes. Yeah. He has the speedway out there in Sands, right? I want to get those two guys on here. I'm on the board with them, but I want to get them on here to talk about snowmobiling and trail development. Like mountain biking gets a lot of attention, as it should. But I'll tell you what, pioneers of trails, snowmobile groups, state of Michigan, snowmobile system.
Yep.
Talk about doing it right.
Absolutely.
But just, yeah, good guys. And I got involved because they needed help.
That's cool. I like it.
So, yeah, why not, right?
Yep.
Just filling our time and our days.
Keeping us out of trouble.
And I guess technically, I'm snowmobiling now more than I ever have because we've gotten into grooming for Polar Roll. So that is a thing. We've been grooming the trail actually behind base camp here.
Okay.
So there's a trail all around the building, into our backyard, down the pedestrian corridor. And we've been letting people know if they want to come over and snowshoe, ski, or fat bike. Right here. Go for it. Yeah, you saw somebody out there skiing yesterday.
I did.
I
Yeah.
think they were coming across from Nestle down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we bought the place. This was purchased for the sole intent to preserve that green space for the community, to make sure they didn't plop a damn hotel on it or something else.
Yeah. No, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I love watching from afar what's happening and what's going on and
Yeah,
what you're doing.
yeah, it's good. You too. I see it. You're involved in a lot of stuff,
I am.
helping people create memories.
Yes.
I love it.
Yep.
So I guess maybe we'll get rolling. She needs to go to work. We should probably work today too. I don't know.
It's your birthday.
just
You
an
don't have to
idea.
work on your birthday.
We're going to see you Saturday.
Saturday. Ribs on me.
Do we need to make a reservation?
I would shoot me a text.
I'm going to shoot you a text.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
There it is. 5
Okay.
o'clock for 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll text you.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to ice races.
Yes. So excited about that. You're going to love it. One of you is going to end up as an ice racer. Not sure which one, but
I don't belong with a motor between my legs.
be careful.
I don't.
It's once you do it, brother.
Yeah.
Once you do it, you never know.
Yep. Yep.
Never know. Who should we get on from Forsyth if we bring somebody on? Talk about what they're doing.
I want to hook you up with Alan.
'Kay.
Alan Cook.
Yeah, he's reached out to me in the past. Okay,
Yep.
connect us an email afterward.
I will.
Get him in here.
Okay.
Anybody else with him or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
Dr. Kosha. You know Dr. Kosha.
Dr. Kosha, retired Dr. Kosha?
Yes. He's actually pretty active in what we got going on over
Is
there.
he
too.
really?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. I do know Dr. Kosha because he fixed my back twice.
See?
Yeah, L5.
He is a great guy to have around.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he
He's got a house
probably
out there
won't.
on the lake.
Does he? Mm-hmm. He probably won't recognize my face because he was staring
your
at my
back.
back and my ass. But well, there you
He
go.
might.
That's
Yeah,
out there.
There it is.
Shit.
There it is.
Well, we were actually pretty well behaved,
Okay.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kept her under wraps. Mm-hmm. Things went a little sideways when Wild Turkey came into the queue.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on today.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
I
We'll do it again.
Really, really love watching from afar.
Maybe we'll pull you back in closer.
Yep.
We got to talk about a unicorn again. Yeah, you need to direct me to somebody that can
Yep. We can bring the unicorn back.
deliver a unicorn. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's time.
It was.
It is time, 'cause we-
Those were some of my. I love those memories. They'll come up on Facebook, right? And you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah. I love just watching because so talking about this here in the podcast now. Some people are going to hear about it and they'll be expecting it, but the vast majority of people who go to that start for the 100, they're not going to have any idea.
No.
You know,
Yep.
seeing the kids' reaction, it's priceless.
Well, and I just remember the reaction as a whole.
Yeah.
Like when I came out of the woods and just
Yeah.
came around that corner and you're like, come on this way. And it like stopped people in their tracks. Like it's like one of those moments where like, what did Todd just seriously pull off? Right. And you're like, well, yeah, of course he did. Like, doesn't just everybody go on Facebook and be like, hey, I need a unicorn and there's Jesie. I'm just saying.
The beauty of it is, you know, as wild as the ideas are, there's always somebody there to help execute.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if it's me that's crazy or you that's crazy for responding to the crazy.
I think we're equally as crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes you appreciate
Yep.
what we have here.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Over out.
Thank you.